Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Try Not to Grin. Today we're going to be jumping into the, oh man, I don't even know what you call it. It is the super desperate, super misinformed group of gentlemen called the Reddit r/niceguy. Which, if you guys are not familiar with the meme, it's the nice guys or the worst guys kind of vibe. Or at least the nice guys. I'm a nice guy. Why are you all you want is these fucking it's just like ugh. And personally, for me, the nice guy trope is often used by people who are like, this fucking slut is friend zoning me. Fucking friend zoning is the worst thing you could do to a guy. And I'm like, ugh. You're just ugh. Anyways, regardless, my friends, hopefully you will enjoy your time here, but let's see what they define this Reddit as in terms of them themselves. From all self-proclaimed nice guys who are actually man-childs or douches, or who mistake being spineless and pathetic for being nice. This is primarily a subreddit for images of the nice guys, demonstrating their unique charms. Alrighty. Love it. Love the way that was phrased. All that. I am not a Giga Chad. Okay? I am just an empty husk, frankly. So here I am. So any information I give you, probably keys to your own demise and destruction. For people who are maybe ladies who are actually, maybe, possibly, who knows, in our community, who want to say if this is yay or nay, whatever I'm saying, whatever advice, because I cannot help besides laugh and then follow it up with, well, let's try to improve kind of mentality. Please fact check me or call me out, if you will. Anyways, typical nice guy behavior. Hi, I don't date girls smaller than DD. What? What? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I don't date girls smaller than, like, double D is what he means. So boobies, gotcha. Booby need to be bigger, got it. So it's equivalent to like, I bet there is probably, we should do an R nice girl as well, because there's definitely that. The giga height ladies out there. Why won't women date me? They must hate me because I'm short and have a small dick. Shallow bitches. Why did he have to have a shaved side head? And then I feel like I'm being come after right now. I got my short sides and my little bit on top, and then I got my mustache beard. Forgive me. Am I the character archetype? Maybe. Forgive me. I guess it would work in the same. I don't know why I didn't. I got nice guys, nice girl. It's just the air quotes and make it like actually a McA-hole. Actually a douche. Not nice at all. Very stupid and cruel. Women who are not attracted to art. I'm an artist. Women have never wanted me. 57 years old, without a woman or child. Women are attracted to weak, worldly, rich. That's a nice thing to say. Worldly, rich, shallow. Man, you just gave two good, worldly and also economically stable. Rich. Who have nothing interesting about them. Gray, dull mouthpieces full of themselves and their dull interests. Oh my god. Why? What's wrong, man? Like, I just feel like I'm listening to a friend I knew in high school. I'm like, man, what are you okay? I feel like there's a whole other thing here going on in your life and you're just taking it out on random people. Also, I think that is incredibly not true based on my own experience. Not because I'm an artist. I've known so many ladies who are attracted to like the musician, all of that, a person who draws really beautiful things, like cute little, cute fucking cartoon things. Not the lewd ones, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's totally not the case. Yeah. Also, is you as a person. That's I think this is the worst. I was reading a book. Oh my god, I wanted to find it. Maybe I can. I think the core root of all of this, and I think everyone knows this at this point, but it's it's that, for the love of God, don't let it be me. Don't let it be me that's the problem. Don't let it be me that's the thing that needs to change. Anything but me. Said in a very like genuinely sorrow-filled way. For the love of God, I don't want to change. It's so hard to change. Please, for the love of God, let it be the world. Let it be her. Let it be anyone else but me. Because it's so hard to change who you actually are, or it's way harder to do that than just to blame another person for not being XYZ, you know? And it said more poetically in the book that I read a couple, currently actually, I'm reading it again. But yeah, anyways, let's go to a month, no, a year, let's go a year of this. Year of nice guys in total. What did Reddit bring up to the top for us, all right? Today I was reminded I don't post photos of myself on social media. Hey, I saw your Fortnite cosplay. I'm just a nice guy trying to make some... See, this is where I feel like it's a meme. I feel like it's a meme. I feel like if anyone refers to them as a nice guy, it's just a lie. It's just like a dude basically baiting out nonsense. Anyways, just a nice guy trying to make some friends. Did you make your cosplay yourself? Don't say much, huh? Rough. Starts to go downhill. Sorry, did I say something to offend you? Question mark. Hello? Hello? Hey, sorry, I was having dinner with my family. I didn't actually make it. I just borrowed it from a friend. Oh, nice. That's cool. Was it super expensive especially? You don't see a girl... What the fuck? You don't see of girl cosplay as Fortnite tunes. Do you actually play or do you just cosplay or for likes? What the fuck is what? Oh my god, my dude, what is that? Do you not hear what you say? I swear, how do you not, like what? Oh my god. Anyway, yes, I play. She said, yeah, okay, go ahead. Oh, so many, 9 pages. Let's burn through. Just making sure. I feel like this is also maybe, this is the problem with this, is like, does this person actually exist or is this person playing this character and they're working together? I don't know. It's just feigning ignorance. Just making sure because a lot of girls just cosplay characters for attention / likes. Is this like him trying to leverage, like, I know you're not that kind of girl, therefore here's a weird compliment and now you like me? It's like, what? I don't think that... Okay, man, have a good holiday. Yeah, she's like, all right, well, cool, a judgment for no reason. Who cares if they're cosplaying to do anything? Whatever, boom, boom. You too. Is that all you're gonna day? Man, you gotta take some more care in like messaging. You message and just fire too fast. Is that all you're gonna say? Yeah, it's been a long day and I'm stuffed and I'm really just trying to unwind. So have a nice night, bub. I'm sure bub is the best call, but it just, yeah. Just because, yeah, I feel like it's just gonna egg him on more, which maybe is her goal because she wants some entertainment with her relaxation. Some people just tend to be more appreciative when you compliment them. Was that a compliment? I really need a compliment. Okay. Not all just figured you'd be a little more appreciative, especially since you claim to be a gamer. Nothing like trying to prove to a random stranger that you are anything, and then for them to be like, yeah, you have to work harder to prove it to me. Get away from me. What do you play PC or console? Great, yeah. I so want to keep talking to you. Not only am I not okay with the fact that you weren't more grateful for a compliment, but also you're trying to revitalize the conversation. Like you didn't just be like, you're not good enough, but also let me continue. It's just like, no. What? Do you play PC or console? That would explain a lot. See, this is just a textbook example of, I think this is just a person with the worst social skills. I don't even know if it's like, you're a slut. I think it's just a person who just has no comprehension of how to express himself. Because do you play PC or console? Like your humor, if that you want to call it that, is clearly not working here. Anyways, hello? Here we go, boys. This is where it's going to start to happen. Sorry if that sounded hostile. All of it? Just the last part. Dude, hostile to begin to describe this extremely one-sided conversation, yeah. Only one-sided because someone, wink wink, you, is quiet. No, you're being a McA-hole. FML, what? I'm teasing. Yeah, he's like, well, if this is teasing, then I can hate to see what the fuck not teasing is. Holy shit. Dude, stop. Thank you for your half-assed compliment. As conceited as they were, I'm trying to enjoy my night and don't have time for you to be a nice guy. Well, this is where things start to like completely devolve to me, where it's just like, it's clearly this is not real. This is not real life, where like you refer to someone as a nice guy bull and the person literally intros the conversation with, just a nice guy. we're living in a fucking nightmare fast. Okay, but at the same time, it's like this. It doesn't make sense. Also, the fact that she's like, "Thank you," half-ass compliment. But I'm just trying to enjoy my night. Like, you just fucking block this person. What are you talking about? Yeah. And here we go. It's just exactly what I literally just tried to be nice to you. A compliment or shitty cosplay. I tried making conversation. Fuck you. There it is, not try. It's just because I know this is just so not real now that it just takes the wind out of my sail, you know what I mean? Fat ass that is. It's the holidays, I have fucking cheered. Hello. Still wanted to talk back. Listen, I was just trying to compliment you. I like your cosplay. Yeah, half-ass cosplay. What are you talking about? I thought, yeah, this is nothing makes sense. This guy had to be the most delusional, psychotic, not even that. It's just the two things where she refers to him as a nice guy bull and he refers to him as a nice guy himself. Just makes it absolute nonsense. I'm just trying to have a conversation with people and having the worst time to reply. Oh, I'm sorry, that sucks. Yeah, just kidding. Fuck off, fucking bitch. Like typical fucking bitch. Even if it's bullshit, this part is hilarious because this part I think is real. The fucking bitch, fucking typical fucking bitch. It's all too real and is what a lot of ladies unfortunately have to put up with. I would block you sooner, but I thought you'd score me some Reddit points. Let's find out. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, seek, yeah, all this. This is just read, yeah, I was about to say, this is just absolute, not 100% fake, which hurts it for me. Anyways, here we go. What is this actually? Oh my god, it's so long. That's what she said. Kill me. Anyway, Lucky Dream says, are fedoras really that bad? This puts on a fedora. Nice guys finish last. Terror, yes they are. What is this hair? I love the commitment of the hair, whatever it is. I don't really believe the mumbo jumbo. I mean, it's a goddamn hat, puts it on. Oh, the rose. You know what's the worst? I love the reaction. Anyways, what do you call it? It's funny because I knew this person in high school, and it was I just try to be. I don't even know I just try to be cordial. It's just that, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to have enemies. This is where I'm at. Maybe I'm a little baby. At least in high school, I was just an introvert. I'm like, get away from me. I'm just trying to be okay. And we knew this guy who wore a fedora, had long hair and a ponytail, and wore a leather jacket always. And there was two instances that happened with this dude. One of them was, for whatever reason, I'm a quiet kid in our class. I'm just doing my best drawing, and this guy would basically start fucking doing footsies with me. And I was like, hey man, I just would appreciate if you didn't get in my space. And then he put his hand on my thigh, and then I'm a quiet, introverted person, but I was just like, don't fucking touch me. And I basically got off, I'm like, don't fucking touch me. I don't care if this is a part of like what your thing is. If like you're from a country or a background that does this. I'm Portuguese. We double kiss, women double kiss your cheeks and whatnot. It's not like that's not what this is. I didn't give you permission to fucking touch my goddamn leg. Anyways, basically got real mad. Was like, fuck off. And he got like super like offended by it. And also because I didn't realize this at the time, but because I made a big stink of it, where I was like louder than normal, where people looked over and they seen that he was being a creep, and then I was like, get the fuck away from me. It made him like you know, like a little fucking rat worm squirm back into his shell. But then this broke my heart though, because the dude eventually just like was in my space enough to where I just was like, whatever, it's just that guy. And then I talked to him, and I just don't want to have enemies anywhere, so I just basically was friendly with him. And then I come to find out from one of my female friends that he was like super touchy, like just to like a creepy degree, or like a creepy, hella creepy degree. And luckily, friends tanked, fucking told him to fuck off, but just like some real uncomfortable level shit. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that, and I wish if I would have known that, I would have just like completely shit on him and ugh. Anyways, but just like it was like one of the weirdest things where I was like, oh, the stereotype. This is the worst thing. Like, I'm sorry if you like those hats, guys. Sorry. Sorry. At least in my experience, just knowing that dude ruined it for me, where I'm like, if you wear this, I can't. I can't. A white rose is symbolizes the unique beauty of all women who wish not to be with a nice guy such as my... Oh, it was made with an iFunny meme. That's unfortunate. Anyways, cute. What is this? Oh my god, what happened? Don't protect women unless they're willing to sleep with you, king. What is this? New Jersey man stabbed in the head, protecting friend from violent ex-boyfriend. Yeesh. She probably still friendzoned him. Focused on yourself, king. Shit, guys. That is, first of all, God, that's brutal. That is just... Ugh. Hopefully you're okay, my friend, but geez Louise. But yeah, what do you call it? This is the whole thing with the friend zone argument that, like, okay, so this is the funny thing. Those guys who were like, I don't know, okay, so when the friend zone thing first started happening, people were like agreeing with it. People were like, yeah, it's totally bullshit when like a girl friend zones you. Like when this meme was first starting, there was like a lot of people who were like, yeah, it's bullshit, it sucks. There was like TV shows that were like showing like, yeah, see, this is what they're doing, they're friend zoning you. And this was one of the few times where I've been like, I'm pretty ahead of the curve. I was just like, what? Like if the person doesn't like you and you're allowing them to hyper manipulate you because you want something from them that they are clearly not going to give you, then you're just participating in what is called a bad deal. You know what I mean? So like, if you want to be friends, you be friends. If the person clearly doesn't give you what you want, then they're clearly not interested in giving you that. So you are the dumbass. Also, basically the thought process just never added up to my head, where you're like, hey, there's a girl that looks attractive. Okay, I'm gonna be hyper nice. And then I'm also not gonna make my intentions known. First of all, what a great fucking plan, you psychotic. Anyways, I'm not gonna make my intentions known. I'm just gonna pretend that they know what I want or what I'm after or some weird thing. Or no, because of course they would never ever even comprehend the notion of wanting just that or expecting just that. So I don't know. It basically just always fell onto me. I'm like, yeah, you basically, if you do not have the balls to express what you want from a person, where you're like, yes, I'm attracted to, or yes, this is what I have the expectation of for you, and the person's like, yeah, okay, thank you for telling me, I'm not, then walk away, or accept that that's the thing. Have more nice people in your life. Accept the opportunity to try to be to uplift and intrigue people. That's a great thing. If you want to actually learn anything, you need to experience a lot of it. You need to constantly try to find ways to make people feel wonderful about themselves, feel confident, feel sexy, for whatever you want. And you don't do that by being like, I only want one thing, and if you don't give it to me, then you're useless. And you also don't get that by pretending that you're something that you're not, or you're pretending you're trying to get something that you're not. So in the pursuit to be kind and supportive and to in every way leverage friendship without ever articulating the fact that you actually are physically attracted or interested into that person, then yeah, you're just gonna get nothing. There's a goddamn gnat in my room and it's the worst. The cringe is real. You think getting friend zoned is bad? Imagine you creep male friend thinking you owe them sex. What? You think getting friend zoned is bad? Imagine your creepy male friend thinking you owe them hadada. Thank you, owe them. No, it is pure hope. It is a flame. All these must be absolute nonsense, like fake. That you keep alive by every flick of hair, every quirky smile for him, every brush of the hand, every butt on his body moment, killing them him slowly by telling him you accept him but never accepting him completely. Ew, fucking yuck. Why are you his... What are you talking... Okay, here's the thing. This is like the crux of the whole friend thing that like destroys me, is just be honest. And you'll get way farther with so many other people. And the thing that baffles me is if you're as honest and you're saying, hey, I am attracted to you, and then you get your answer, well, I'm not attracted to you, sorry. Great, then move the fuck on. Or increase your understanding of how to make another person feel fantastic by actually doing so and not expecting them to give anything to you. Because to me, everything that I hear is like, what do you call it? Like basically like women are leading you on. Great. Don't let them lead you on. tell them very plainly, this is how I feel about you. Is there any hope? No. Good. Then you're either just gonna be friends, or you're just gonna fucking not give your time to person. Because I do see examples of like women who will keep a person, who will keep one of their male friends for when they're ready to like get married and whatnot. And there's a very few but they're shitty examples of that. And all it takes is that guy to say, okay, well, if you're gonna go run around, then why the hell shouldn't I go run around as well and try to see if I can find somebody? And then great. And the only thing that separates this is honesty and confidence within yourself to say, okay, this is not going to be anything. Good, thank you. I'm not wasting my time. And then you go. And I think that's the quote unquote nice girl thing. I'll be honest, boys. A lot of these feel so absurd that I don't know if they're real, to the point in which like I think there is a barometer where like I know these people exist, but it's just weird that they're calling out specific language that the social sphere has kind of been using to describe certain things, you know what I mean? I haven't seen any that like make me feel this is 100% accurate, you know? I know, right? My male friends are the same too. They're never down for ha-da-da. Always just want to play Xbox, watch films, and then go back to their Mrs. Absolute pricks. A woman's idea of let's just be friends is, hey, listen to all my problems and keep the company while I have sex with someone. No, man, you're a self-proclaimed cock. What is that? Come on, man. You can't have that happen. Or you can't. That's you. That's also the thing. It's just such a disregard for anyone's self-responsibility for their own actions. It's like, they're doing XYZ to me, and I'm doing so much good. It's like, no one's saying you have to fucking listen to a person's problems, you psychotic freak. Like, also, this is the other like annoying thing to like the self-proclaimed nice guy thing, is they always leverage like listening to their problems and keeping them company. The thing is that like doing something like that is actually pretty goddamn good and valuable. If you want a partner in life, if you actually want to do genuine things like that, I think first, yes, you need to make your fucking intentions known. Secondly, you need to get good, maybe not as like at like listening to their problems and keeping them company, but you need to get good at making people feel fantastic, making people feel happy, wonderful, comfortable, etc., sexy, all of these things. So you shouldn't, even if you have a female friend or just an acquaintance or any sort of opportunity in where you can exercise that skill to try to make people quote unquote feel good. This could be making when your buddies feel like they're having a good time, laughing, feeling great. That could be making someone you're attracted to feel attractive, all of these things. But you don't do it like this. And again, I think the worst thing that I've seen is people have the expectations to things. Like if you just go out in the real world, whether that be to parties or to whatever, and have the goal of I want to make people feel absolutely wonderful today, and I want to be honest with them as well. You'll go so much farther than any other thing, I promise you. Because the amount of stories and the amount of stories I've heard, let's just say, I don't want to get in my thing, but anyway, stories where if you're honest with where you're at in life, with where you're currently feeling, and all that, then people will put you in a mental category that makes sense to them. So if you're like, hey, I'm not interested in a relationship right now, but you keep continually making this person, whether it be a man or a woman, feel fantastic, fun, beautiful, like sexy, attractive, whatever, what they will do is put you into a separate category, because they're like, yes, this potential future for having a relationship and kids is not where this person's going to be, but they're fun and they're making me feel fantastic. Why not go further in a different way? But if you never give that person the information, then they'll never put you in that way. And also, don't let yourself be put in a position where be able to cut the cord, because that's where I see where like quote unquote nice girls start shitting on like seemingly fair and good men, is when they don't have the courage to stick up for themselves and demand something that they feel they deserve. You know what I mean? Like if you're what do you call it? If you're in a relationship with somebody and they're continually going on dates, but yet they're also like saying that you're in a relationship, but they're also still shopping around. That's not okay. That's a big problem, especially if you're not also doing that. So those are instances where like, yes, there's clearly like a breach of values or whatever here. But that's with the pretext of a person leading you on, so to speak, actually saying like, yeah, we're in a relationship, but doesn't mean we're like 100% steady, and it's just like, what the heck do you mean? What is the barometer here, hun? Anyway, last one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this one is actually like feels 100% correct, not just some sort of like, this feels like a person who is making like the double phone meme where it's just like, ah. Anyway, there is no way you swiped right on purpose. Of course I swiped on purpose. I'm only 5'8". I'm sorry. I'll be honest, this is kind of hilarious. The opening is not the worst. I would find this to be quite funny, where the guy's like, what? No, you're... But also I find like self-destruction a little bit funny. I mean, at least when it's done in this way, a nice kind of poking fun of oneself kind of way. Okay, haha. I know women. Okay, so this is where you start falling apart. I know women want 6 foot or taller. It's like, all right, now you're coming on with some baggage, my friend. Women have rejected me for it all my life. Man. See, this is a textbook example of just basic communication skills of like, maybe we shouldn't seed doubt and like a bad expectation for another person, where it's like most women, like that's what a lot of people do. Most women insert whatever, and most people don't like when you drag them, frankly, or drag their friends or nice people that they have in their mind when you put that category on them. She stops talking to him. Exactly. It's fucking what? Your attitude is. I was about to say, yeah. Your attitude is the thing, man. Also, man. Just people. One of the best advices that was, I didn't say that word right, but anyways, one of the best things is what do you call it? This sounds like this is a really bad way to remember it, but it's also because it's kind of fucked up. It's the best way to remember it because it's a little too intense. But it's basically give a dog a good name, okay? And what this means, give someone a high or a nice level of expectations of what you have for them, a positive expectation of what you have for them. You know, tell them that, wow, I'm having such a lovely time. You're such a good listener. Even if they weren't the greatest listener, they'll probably be like, yeah, I'm a good listener. Continue to talk so I can listen, or you're so supportive, and I don't even know you that well. If you're on a date or something, or you're so supportive, and I don't have that much luck with that, and person will tend to be like, yeah, and they'll be more of that thing. So you don't want, when you say, what do you think happens when you say women only care about height? People immediately start looking for flaws within yourself rather than the positives within yourself. But anyway, how I've watched a show, Love Island UK, before. Women don't like a short man on there. Maybe it's because all the short men are hella insecure and hella annoying. Anyways, you know what I think is the coolest shit ever, and I think women would agree, is when there is a quite literally short king who is just like, yeah, I'm short. If you don't like it, I guess I'll have to find someone who does. Cool, you know. And it's just like, dude is just fucking water. Dude is just flowing, trying to find the wonder and love in the world. And that's super desirable, rather than somebody who's just like, these fucking people, I can't help that I wasn't born this way. And I'm like, dude, really? You're coming at me with how you were born? Eat me. Okay? Anyways, if you aren't successful here, I would start looking at how you behave and talk to women. I was interested in you and who you were, but what you have to say right off the bat is not helpful or for either of us. Yeah, a part of me does go, like, my heart goes out to people who, it kind of sounds weird, my heart does go up to people who are who are in weird like incel culture or like nice guy culture or whatever you want to call it, because I do think there is like a deep-seated self problem. Like there's a self-hatred, there's like a constant drip feed of like voices which you choose to listen to. And I'm not gonna lie, just like most magazines and most advertising for women are incredibly skewed. They're like unrealistic beauty expectations. There's also unrealistic men expectations, like the Henry Cavills who looks fucking amazing on every possible front, and all of those things. So there is that like sense of like, I can't measure up to that, so therefore I'm not even gonna try, and I hate myself because I'm not that, and therefore because I'm not that, I don't deserve this other stuff. And it's like, well, no. This is where we start getting into chaos here, my friend. You're drinking the Kool-Aid, and that's the problem. Most people don't want the Kool-Aid. Most people can't actually get the Kool-Aid either. But most people damn well, can do their best. And that's, I think, all that a lot of people want, people to quote unquote try. Yeah. So I don't know. A lot of people give the whole incel thing like they shit on it, which I agree with. It's bad, but at the same time, I do feel like I'm like, come on, guys, just like you're not hopeless, you're not lost. You can improve. You can do something rather than just give up, which feels like what is happening. And I could say the same thing for women, by the way, in the same kind of like drinking the Kool-Aid, listening to the unrealistic expectations for whatever the current zeitgeist is talking about, whether that be like giant dongs in porn for men or big tits in sexuality in porn as well, in all of these destructive-ish things. It's not destructive. It's only destructive if you drink the Kool-Aid. And if you expect the Kool-Aid to be red when it's not red. It's oftentimes 1,000 different wonderful colors. Anyways, yeah, I've done research on it about 10 years. Also, it doesn't mean people only accept one thing. You can like something and then be like, actually, I was pleasantly surprised at this person's humor, the way this person held themselves, the way this person made me feel. 18, 20, yeah. I have countless women who have told me I'm too short. Great, then that means you just need to keep looking for one that doesn't. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the problem. Maybe you find superficial people. I just want you to understand how much pain I am in due to all this. So I know nothing about you, and the first thing you want me to know is you are in pain because women reject you, allegedly for your height. Allegedly? That's sad. If you told me you were rejecting for something, I would believe you. Maybe not if that's the first thing you learn about a person. Because I was about to say, I'm rejecting you because a severe lack of self-esteem. But also, I've been missing half of the conversation, I think, because I wasn't fully opening it. Guys, people can't crop properly. Anyway, because I struggle with it, it's like you have no empathy for my situation. Well, you're giving people a fucking horrible expectation. Also, what did you say? If you want validation or empathy, Tinder is the wrong place for it. I am not your therapist. The women that you meet here are also not your therapist. You need to work on your security and self-worth. I am unmatching you, but I'll be very clear. Your height has nothing to do with it. Yeah, I was about to say it's the way you react to problems, criticisms, and all those things. With that being said, though, I do think, like, oftentimes I feel, and this is just like the male problem, I think, with me, but I oftentimes feel like there is this is my little nice guy perception, which might be wrong. One of the problems, and this is how I kind of feel, one of the things is that, like, as a man, and this could be my own weird box which I've grown up with, but I think societal wise, men are expected to go up and to quote unquote court, or to like approach, or to do, and Tinder's been a lovely job about not doing that. But largely that, I think, is still a thing that's still in the realm of, like, most women want to be pursued and not be the person that is, pursuing or talking. Not if you're not one of them, that's great. Or it's bad. It doesn't has no real bearing. But one of the things that I do feel like is a thing, and I do empathize, because if women is constantly being, like, approached when they don't want to be approached, and guys are getting missed signals, you are bound to get jaded, sure. But I do feel like the stuff like this, where, like, a person's like no one is entitled to be your therapist, it just seems like it's excess effort to just be like, this guy's a weirdo. The reason why I didn't like it is because your self-esteem. Have more self-esteem, you'll do better. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, whereas that's like, even though a person, because the guy wasn't being like an absolute monster, he just has deep-seated self-esteem issues. But, like, he wasn't being like the previous other examples where he's like insulting the shit out of the person necessarily. He might be implying wrongdoing which wasn't done, so that's bad. But I digress. That's one of the things that, like, as a man, I think, it's funny because I seen on. That was what it was. It's this weird Netflix show where, like, people dress up in weird masks. It's like Sexy Beast is what it's called, but it's like people dress up in costumes. And there are some women where, like, when they're like telling, like, like The Bachelor, like when they're disqualifying one of the people, the men in that show handled it really well in being like, you're all incredibly beautiful. I would be lucky to be with any of you, but I just don't think our personalities match with this person. So I'm sorry, but I have to let you go, and it's probably gonna break my heart. But thank you so much for putting up with me. And that's a really nice way to, like, say we're not compatible and goodbye. Whereas in some cases, I feel like people go out of their way to be like, fuck you, or I'm gonna kick out a post of your self-esteem on the way out. And then some people deserve it because other people are, like, just irrationally throwing shit and piss and hatred everywhere, right? But I do find that is the thing where I kind of start going like, okay, but I don't know, and maybe it's because I do have the idea in my head where I'm like, I think a lot of people are just trying to deal with like the shitty Kool-Aid. Let's just say that. They don't drink the Kool-Aid. People have unrealistic expectations for what love is. Whenever we see any sort of like bachelor or like relationship thing within a show, like with Love Island UK or something, they always get the most beautiful people with the most unrealistic expectations for what they expect of people, and yeah. And people have to be like, if you're a man, you have to be goddamn shredded. If you're a woman, you have to be thin and beautiful and incredible. And like I said, there's many different types of Kool-Aid. But yeah, that's the only like weird nice guy thought I have. It's just that I feel like when a person like this, who wasn't like shitting on the person, it seems, just to be like, yeah, we're not compatible. I didn't like you, not because you're short, but because you have insecurity issues, and I don't think it's fair to put that on other people. Thank you so much for writing me, and wish you the best. Goodbye. Good luck on this app. And then you go. That does more for that person than being like, eat shit, no one's your therapist, idiot, and then walking forward, because you just make a worse person. And yeah, but again, if you're a woman who's constantly getting this day after day after day, then I could see how you would just get cold to, or not even cold, but just like, yeah, it's like I don't want to be talked to. Leave me alone. I get that. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. But that has been r/niceguys. Again, brutal. Jesus Christ. The best thing I could ever give you is be honest with the people you're communicating with, and the expectation you have of them, and to never pass up the opportunity to learn how to make somebody feel important, fantastic, interesting, beautiful, lovely, and then also have enough self-worth to where you will not take unrealistic, unjust treatment, and you'll be good. It's harder. It's easier said than done, for sure. Especially that whole like get practice thing. As someone who has anxiety, it's not as easy as you might think, or it's not as easy as I'm making it sound. But it sure is more valuable than just irrationally throwing around your hatred and annoyance from a person, a group, or whatever. But alas, much love, everyone. Thank you so much for putting up with me. This is far too long, same as the other one. But hopefully we learned something and we talked about some stuff. Also, let me know what you guys think about the whole like my perceived nice guy take on like courting other people and like going up to people and like it's mostly just how people let people down or like reject people. I think rejection, women are faced with like persuaded kind of position that it just seems like they're just somewhat at sometimes a touch ruthless. And yeah, maybe that's not true. Maybe men are just as like, get away from me, disgusting, gross person. Gugh. Maybe it has to do with like attraction or value. If a person values you or like cherishes your beauty or your intellect or your position in life or society, they'll treat you differently. There's probably too many variables to really nail down anything. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe button's over there. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm off to go exercise and get sweaty, and then I gotta edit. What a lovely life. Thank you so much and goodbye.